Welcome back to the program for this Thursday, 23rd day of April, and Jackie being joined at the desk by a couple of very interesting individuals who have a very big project that starts tonight. Red Hot Patriots begins tonight. We'll give you all the details on this. Rhonda Brown is joining us. You're going to see this person performing Red Hot Patriot a little later on, and then the man who got things organized for Red Hot Patriot, Richard Pegg, is here too, the director. Is joining us. So we need to learn a little bit more about Red Hot Patriot. Who's going to start here?
Well, Red Hot Patriot is the kick-ass wisdom and wit of Molly Ivins, the columnist, who wrote in the New York Times. I mean, she wrote columns for pretty much any of the publications in town, and it's written by Margaret Engels and her sister Allison, and both of them used to write for the Des Moines
Register people,
yeah. And so it's the one-woman show, obviously, with the lovely Rhonda Brown as Molly Ivins, complete with her gorgeous red shirt and cowboy boots, and looking very much like Molly. And it's basically how she started off as a journalist. So from
So it's kind of her story.
Yeah, it's a biography of Molly.
Okay.
Most of it is Molly's actual writings. Like, I tell the story and actually read the, Molly wrote Elvis's obituary for the New York Times.
Oh,
so one of the
didn't know
pieces is actually about Elvis, all about Elvis and going to Graceland to cover Elvis's obituary.
But using the words that she actually wrote for in the paper. Very nice.
Interesting concept. What made you interested in taking this role on?
I actually turned it down 4 times.
Did you really?
And for a severely middle-aged actress, turning things down isn't usually the way to go, but it's terrifying, actually, to think about being up there by yourself because you don't really have anybody to save you, like right now.
To bounce it off of there,
Right. So being up there by yourself is a little nerve-wracking, but playing someone so vitally important, that's what drew me to it. I've been acting my entire life, and I've never had the opportunity to play anyone as vital and important as Molly Ivins.
Why do you call her so important?
Anyone who leaves their money to the ACLU when they die, you know, and spend all their money fighting for people's rights and their freedom. And Molly was pretty much, it's a very political piece, so I would tell you if you're thinking about coming out, but the thing that I think is most important about her is that she reached beyond left, right, Republican, Democrat, and wanted to really, there she is.
And she was a character, too.
Yes, she was.
Oh,
and she absolutely fought for people's rights. And one of her big things was, and this was in 2007, was when we lost Molly, and she talked about campaign reform back then, and to stop letting big money buy our elections was her big thing. And it's still, like, it gives me chills every single night when I get the absolute pleasure to say her words, because when I'm saying them, I get chills because it's absolutely true today. Like, what would happen if money didn't buy politics?
Right, it's discussions we're still having.
What would happen?
Today.
Yeah.
The people might actually have a say, right? That was her thing. And it's an absolute pleasure and an honor to walk that out every night.
Now, Richard, when we mentioned that she's a character, Molly was a character, you said, oh, yes, she is. Do you have a chance to meet her at all?
Unfortunately not, no. As you can probably tell from my accent, I'm a newcomer to this country.
Yeah, you're not from around here.
I'm from a little further east, about 5,000 miles further east, so I didn't get to the U.S. until 2002, so
what made you want to direct a piece like this?
That lady
right there.
Yeah,
wow. Well, there you go.
Yeah. We've worked, a couple of shows before, and she's just such a wonderful actress, and she literally embodies the spirit of Molly. The playwright was in tears last time she saw the show because she said, "You really have captured her soul."
Very nice. So when do we get to see this performance?
We are at the tonight at the First Unitarian Church in Bell Avenue, and you can go to www.midwesttix.com or call 515-279-2234.
There you go. Do you have your red boots on there now?
Not yet. I got some nice
little... You have some boots on there.
I do. I got some boots on to match my pretty little dress.
So what was it like the first time you tackled, when you went through the rehearsal the first time all the way through, what was the accomplishment feeling like?
Well, after I burst into tears, which is usually my go-to when I'm just completely nervous. It was just a real sense of accomplishment, because once you get through something and you're by yourself, you're like, yeah, I could rock this out. I can do just about anything because you don't have anyone to save you. So you're just like, I'm going to do this myself.
One woman show. It's just you up there the whole time.
It gave me a confidence that I have not had. And also playing her also brings me, it makes me want to be she makes me want to be a better person. And I know that might sound really silly, but it's absolutely the truth.
Do you find yourself thinking in her
Oh yeah, I'll start getting all up in people's business and stuff. Really? That's what she did. She talked. She wasn't afraid to speak her mind and to speak her heart. And I think we should all be more like that and stand up for what we believe in and what's right instead of hiding behind a computer and putting hateful things on the internet. It's like stand who you are and tell the truth and don't be so mean.
And the first performance is tonight.
Yes.
All right.
So cool.
So you guys are kind of on tour, and one of your first stop.
Yeah, one of our first stops, and the organization we're working for tonight, the Mid-Iowa Organizing Society, are part of the Industrial Areas Foundation, which is a community organizing group, and there are 64 sister organizations throughout the whole country, so we're optimistic, fingers crossed, that we may get 64 more.
That would be my dream.
Opportunities
to
at
share
the
the story.
other organizing groups throughout the country.
I would never get bored playing Molly Ivins. I could do it if that was the last job I had for the rest of my life, and I would do it with a just full heart and happy spirit.
Wonderful. Well, we're so glad you guys are in Des Moines, Iowa. Make sure you check out this lovely lady doing an incredible show. First opportunity is tonight, MidwestTix.com for all the details. Red Hot Patriot.
Thank you so much.
Once you come out of your shell, you'll be okay.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be fine. Don't worry. She'll be fine by tonight, right?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here
so
so much.
Thank you.
It's 8:30. We'll